Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and we have a new model from Tacray. It comes with a really nice pouch, and it's a damn good looking knife. Very compact, smaller knife, but still, you know, a decent size where you can get a full grip. It has this beautiful contoured copper carbon fiber. There is a plain carbon fiber version. And ZDP 189 sand my blade. You can see that line right there. That's the core of the steel coming out because it has a jacket of a stainless steel over the top, making it probably a little bit more durable and a little bit more stainless. But then you have that super hard 65 to 67 HRC ZDP 189 in the core. So these things will hold an edge for a very long time. Now, this little handle, even though this is very compact, like I said, I can't get a full grip on it. Beautiful hand set and finish. The liner is a slim liner, but as you can see, it has actually good access because they put the kind of teeth you want on a liner where it's very easy to get to, easy to come from the side, and it is basically a guillotine. I mean, it's almost too smooth, and I know that doesn't make sense, but it does. It almost feels too smooth. Like, it almost feels like it's loose, but it's not. It is very, very solid. You have a window where you can, or a fuller, I guess, where you can reverse flick it. That's pretty easy to get to. It looks a little tight, but it has a nice sharp edge, so I find it pretty easy to hit. You can also get the thumb in there as well. And this front flipper, because of it being so high and it having this angle right there, it is so easy to use. Like, I think that this would be a good one for people to practice on. You just don't make sure your hand isn't up so high so that it hits. Make sure it's down just a little bit. Put your finger right on top, and all you gotta do is just push down, and it's going to fly. It is super duper easy. You can also do the side finger, and if you notice, I can do like the front of the side finger. That's how easy it is. It is just so easy. The detent is not super strong, but it's also not weak. It's not a weak detent. It's just, you know, it's perfect for something like this. And being a liner lock, this is gonna be good left and right-handed. Now, it does have a titanium mill pocket clip and back spacer. The liner is steel, and the handle, like I said, contoured, so it has a nice feeling to it. It almost feels similar to somewhat of like a custom in a way. Not sure, you know, if anybody's never really handled customs, they might not understand that, but it has a feeling to it that's really nice. Now, one thing is that, like I was saying before, it is almost too smooth. And what I think would make that better is bigger bearings. I think the bearings are very small. And I think that because they're so small, it just leads to this almost frictionless action. And I can hear the bearings rolling. I think that if there was more contact by having bigger set of bearings, I don't think I'd hear that. Listen. Now, I don't mind that. Sometimes I find that satisfying. It almost sounds like a chain link or something. And a lot of other people like that too. But some people don't. And that is mitigated if you have bigger bearings. Now, you have these little dimples right here. If you can see how you can see those two little cutouts right here and right here on this side. Now, that is, people say that's so you can get oil into the bearings, which is probably true. But what also does is it takes more weight off of the blade right here. So all of the weight is forward heavy, making it like a guillotine. So not only does it have the small bearings, which makes it very drop shutty, it also has very little weight right here in the blade, and it's all forward heavy, making it very, very smooth. All in all, really cool knife. Definitely very cool. These things are pretty affordable for what you're getting. The ZDP 189 copper carbon fiber and titanium for like 150, 165 bucks, something like that, right around there. Not too bad. And it is an attractive looking knife. Very, very attractive, which in my opinion, you know, is something, well, I think in most knife guys' opinion, you gotta like the look of it. If you like the way it looks, then you tend to want it a little bit more than if it was a great knife, but you don't like the way it looks. I personally think this is an attractive knife, you know, with this sheep's foot blade. Even though I am fingerprinting it up, it's actually not too bad at fingerprints. It just has that hand satin finish. One little shirt wipe and it's gone. So very, very cool. It's got a lanyard back there. I personally probably wouldn't use it, but you could if you had something that matched this really well. Pinch grips are going to be where it's at, obviously. And yeah, man, there you guys go. I would show you some Tacray pens, but they're all sold out, and I don't want to tease you guys because they are really awesome. But like I said, they're all sold out. Work hard, stay tough. Till next time, peace.